Traveling by plane can be exciting, but navigating airport security can feel overwhelming. This video will guide you through the passenger baggage process, from check-in to security screening, so you can breeze through your next flight with confidence. We'll help you understand the difference between checked and carry-on luggage, learn about baggage allowances, restrictions, and prohibited items, and give you tips on packing smart. So buckle up and let's start with understanding the types of luggage. First, let's understand the difference between checked and carry-on baggage. Imagine you're at the airport, ready to embark on a new adventure, or maybe just heading home. You're standing at the airline counter with two types of luggage, checked and carry-on. Checked luggage is the larger suitcase you hand over to the airline staff at the check-in counter. This bag will travel in the aircraft's cargo hold and will be returned to you at your destination's baggage claim area. It's perfect for those items you won't need during the flight, like your bulky winter coat or that extra pair of shoes. In contrast, carry-on luggage is the smaller bag that travels with you in the cabin. It's stored in the overhead compartment or under the seat in front of you. This is where you want to keep things you might need during the flight, such as your headphones, a good book, or a cozy sweater. It's important to note that both types of luggage have their own rules and restrictions, which we'll delve into later. So whether you're packing that checked bag full of souvenirs or carefully selecting items for your carry-on, remember, each has its own purpose and place in your travel journey. Now that you know the types of luggage, let's discuss their allowances. Checked luggage typically has weight and size restrictions. These limits can differ greatly, influenced by factors such as the airline you're flying with and the class of your ticket. It's essential to remember that exceeding these restrictions might lead to additional charges. To avoid this hassle, make sure to visit your airline's website or contact their customer service for accurate information on checked baggage allowances. After all, being well informed is the first step to a smooth journey. Now let's focus on your carry-on luggage. Carry-on luggage should include only what you need for the flight. Now let's break this down. The essentials you should consider are your medications in case of emergencies. Next, your travel documents. That's your passport, tickets, and any other relevant paperwork. A change of clothes is also a good idea, just in case you find yourself in an unexpected situation. As for entertainment, consider bringing a book or downloading a movie on your device. But remember, electronic devices must be powered on during security checks. And don't forget your headphones. Now let's talk about the restrictions on liquids, gels, and aerosols. These must be in containers no larger than 3.4 ounces or 100 milliliters. And all of these containers should fit into a single clear quart-sized bag. Food is also allowed in your carry-on, but be aware that certain foods may need to be inspected separately. Before we wrap up, let's quickly touch on the topic of prohibited items. It's important to be aware that certain items are strictly prohibited in both checked and carry-on luggage. We'll delve deeper into this in the next part of our guide. Remember, knowing what to pack can make your journey a lot smoother and less stressful. Safety is paramount. Certain items are strictly prohibited in both checked and carry-on luggage. This is to ensure the security of all passengers and crew members on board. Let's dive into a few examples to give you a clearer picture. In both your checked and carry-on luggage, items such as firearms, explosives, and flammable liquids are completely off-limits. These pose a direct threat to the safety of everyone on the aircraft and are therefore not allowed under any circumstances. Sharp objects such as knives, box cutters, and certain types of scissors are also prohibited from being carried on board. However, these items can often be packed in your checked luggage, with the exception of certain countries and airlines. Other prohibited items might surprise you. For instance, did you know that most airlines forbid the transportation of lithium batteries in your checked luggage due to fire risk? Or that common household items like bleach and aerosols are also considered hazardous? The list of prohibited items is extensive and specific to each airline. It also changes from time to time due to evolving security measures and regulations. So it's always a good idea to check the official website of the Transportation Security Administration or TSA for the most up-to-date and comprehensive list. Remember, these rules are in place to ensure everyone's safety during flight. So please adhere to them and help make air travel a more secure and enjoyable experience for all. Next, let's talk about the security screening process. At security screening, you'll need to place your carry-on luggage, electronics, and personal belongings in separate bins for X-ray examination. This is where the magic of airport security happens, and it's designed to keep everyone safe while they travel. You see, every item you bring to the airport goes through a rigorous screening process. A close-up inspection that ensures nothing harmful or prohibited makes it onto the airplane. It's a process that's been fine-tuned over the years to be as efficient as possible, but it also requires your cooperation and understanding. Now let's walk through this step by step. First, you'll need to remove your shoes, belts, and any bulky clothing items. These will go into a bin for scanning. Next, take out any electronic devices larger than a cell phone from your carry-on bag and place them in a separate bin. This includes laptops, tablets, and cameras. For your carry-on luggage, it's typically placed directly on the conveyor belt. Keep in mind that security officers may need to open and inspect your bag. So, it's a good idea to keep it organized and avoid packing items that are difficult to close once opened. You'll also need to remove any liquids, gels, and aerosols from your carry-on and place them in a clear, resealable plastic bag. These must comply with the TSA's 311 rule, which we'll explain in detail in the next scene. After your items have been scanned, you'll be asked to walk through a metal detector or a full-body scanner. This process is quick and straightforward, but if the scanner alerts to anything, you may be subject to additional screening. Finally, once you've cleared the security checkpoint, don't forget to collect all your belongings. Double-check the bins and the area around you to ensure you haven't left anything behind. Remember, patience and preparation go a long way in making the security screening process smoother. So, take a deep breath, follow the instructions, and you'll be on your way to your gate in no time. Remember the TSA's 311 rule for liquids, gels, and aerosols. Liquids, gels, and aerosols have specific restrictions. You can't just toss your favorite shampoo or body lotion into your carry-on bag. The Transportation Security Administration, or TSA, has a simple rule to remember, known as the 311 rule. Now, what does this mean? The 3 means that any liquid, gel, or aerosol you bring in your carry-on must be in a container that holds 3.4 ounces or less, which is about 100 milliliters. The 1 part of the rule means these small containers must fit into a single, clear, resealable bag, about the size of a quart or liter, and you're only allowed one of these bags per passenger. So, if you're packing travel-sized toiletries or your favorite perfume, remember the 311 rule. It's designed to make the screening process smoother and keep us all safe. Packing smart can make a big difference. Packing smart can make a big difference. It's not just about saving space, it's about making your journey smoother. Let's start with the basics. Rolling your clothes instead of folding them can save a surprising amount of room. Plus, it helps prevent wrinkles. Next, consider using packing cubes. These handy little containers keep your clothes organized and can be easily moved from suitcase to drawer, saving you time on both ends of your journey. Don't forget to make good use of your shoe space. It's a perfect spot to store smaller items like socks or chargers. Also, if you're carrying any fragile items, wrapping them in clothing can provide extra protection. Finally, keep your carry-on essentials at the top of your bag for easy access. This includes travel documents, medication, and any in-flight entertainment. You don't want to be rummaging around your bag when you need them. With these tips, you're ready to conquer airport security like